Dang it. What's up, MSFers? It's Monday. Crucible is back. It is live. We've got some great matchups ahead of us. We're going to be recording a defense up video, and Mobile Gamer is out chasing Moon Shadows, so we're stealing his time slot. That's right. Snooze you lose, Boomer. I'm actually facing Benny Westside today, and I'm not sure. I don't normally do Crucible on Mondays because I normally end stream before Crucible starts, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not. I see Benny Westside is in chat right now, so I think we might want to save this for tomorrow so we can have a real cool matchup and do something a little better. We didn't know if we were going to get paired up or not today. I am going over OSO 7's defense. They had some really good picks, and of course, we have a bunch of people that put out Cosmic Crucible defense videos, and we're just now seeing people attacking into this new setup. Word is that Room 1 is supposed to be working correctly, although I wasn't certain it was going to be working correctly, so Benny, I made them all Raiders in Room 1, buddy, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, yeah, so we're just going to be talking about Cosmic Crucible and new room rules, and then recording that defense up video and trying to kill some time, trying to hold it down here in MSF while the big dog's on vacation. He's actually here in Texas hanging out with Valley Flying, and so I didn't want all the poor people who like to tune in at dinner time to be left with nothing. Well, actually, I think Comrade Red's streaming and a few other people too, so you still got some choices. It's up to you. But if not, here we go. Let's watch some Marvel Strike Force take place right here in front of your eyes. Don't worry, I'll turn down the volume on the music. I like to just come in a little hot and heavy in the beginning of the stream there, but then I turn it back down to normal levels for all you mere mortals who can't handle all the hype and energy that I come in. I actually am so dog-ass tired right now. I just woke up from a nap not too long ago. What's up, Burnsy? What's up, Daddy Rorix? What's up, Benny Westside? What's up, Tasian? What's up, Royalty? What's up, Max Carnage? What's up, Demeek Gamer? How's everybody doing in chat? Yeah, the eclipse was really good. I was not directly in the path of totality this time, and it was kind of a bummer. I was right on the edge of it, so it got pretty dark, and I got to see the whole eclipse through my glasses and everything, but I didn't get to see the aurora effect when you're dead center in the path. That's kind of amazing. But it happened. It was fun. I always like those astrological events. I think they're really cool. Benny says, let's discuss timing after stream. He's going to go into a call and has to be muting. So yeah, we probably won't do me and Benny won't do our Crucible matchup today since it's so weird. Oh, campaigns. That's super impressive. Yeah, campaigns. I started a new player account. It's on my laptop. I'm currently level 28. It's been interesting. It's also been incredibly boring. It's been incredibly boring. For me as a late game player going through, I'm frustrated because there's no auto, there's no sim, there is no 3 times speed in the beginning. Oh, thank God I finally unlocked that. It was brutal. But by the end of tonight, I should probably be at or beyond level 45 is my expectation. That'll be 3 days of kinda grinding. I haven't been pushing as hard as I could. Honestly, it's just because it's so slow going. I mean, you progress super fast with these new sorta boosted accounts. Let me show you guys some I've been taking some screenshots, documenting everything as I go. Let's see here. Here's something I thought was interesting. One of the challenges, original biofuel, you unlock challenges, but I can't do it until I get to player level 55. I thought that was a weird one. I didn't start seeing added XP in my level ups until I hit level 28. You'll see I have the 400 XP. I don't know what they were supposed to be originally, but you can see here on level 27, there's no additional experience. Oops, my head's in the way of that energy. So there was that. Oh, here, this is, since I'm clicking on pictures, this is what the eclipse looked like from where I was at. It was the wedding ring effect where you had a big shiny spot on it because I wasn't directly underneath it. I wanted to get the full perfect halo, but whatever, it was good enough. Let's see here. There's level 24. Let's go way back. For some reason, when you hit level 20, they give you 50 shards of Thor, which I'm not gonna build him. So I don't know what that's all about. At 17, they give you Black Widow. Don't know why. I don't think I'm gonna build her. I'm not really sure yet. And then of course I had the April calendar when that started, so it was kind of neat. Sorry, Pathfinder, you weren't wearing your glasses when I put that image up. I apologize. This is my bad. So there's 28, and then there's that. Oh, I guess I didn't open up those things. Okay. Not like a whole lot to report on with the new player account. It's just, I just want firsthand knowledge. I don't know if I'm even gonna make new player guides on it or not. I don't know. I don't have a lot of time to do any extra streaming or content creation. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but I wanted to play through at least up to like level 90, like commander level 90 or something, so that I can experience what that feels like and have a better perspective. I like to speak from a position of authority on topics. I like to know what the hell I'm talking about, because otherwise I gotta ask everybody else and withhold my opinion, or at least that's how I feel. It was extremely lackluster here in California. I understand why Boomer left. Oh yeah, I got your Boomer, baby. We hung out at Dave & Buster's last night. That was pretty cool. There were a bunch of people that came out to Dave & Buster's and hung out with us there. These guys just last minute, they're like, you're in the area, come on by. And so me and Juicy showed up there and hung out, and then it was cool. There were quite a few people that came through for that. I thought it'd just be like me and Valley and Mobile and like 3 other dudes. But we kind of filled up an area of Buster's. It was pretty cool. What is this MSFer doing on so late? Somebody's got to hold it down when Boomer won't stream, man. You're at 99.75%, and it was 100% cloud cover. Yeah, we were worried the cloud cover was gonna get in the way of the eclipse as well. What's up, Fet's Vengeance? There's somebody that went and saw us. There's somebody who shows up. Fet's Vengeance was there, yeah. It's really interesting. Like, now when I see Fet's name in chat, I can picture him. It's kind of weird. So I think it's that was a neat experience for me. I really like that. Listen, Run, you're a good guy, but I ain't crossing a continent. Yeah. I hear that. It's kind of also weird running a new player account when I start clicking on things in my regular account and I'm like, what's this? And I get mixed up on which account I'm at. Oh, I can't look at this through the browser. I'm an LD player. That's not gonna work. Let's go back here. I can't go to the fan poll. Well, I guess I can go to the fan poll. I can go this way. Oh, and for those of you who are thinking about starting a new player account or are interested in playing Marvel Strike Force or have friends who want to start playing Marvel Strike Force, tomorrow I'm going to try and set up a Stream Elements Marvel Strike Force sponsored stream, right? And I'll have the little icon up here. Hopefully, I haven't even looked to see if it's available to me. They normally send me campaigns like every week for that. So I was gonna get a new one and go over the new player experience and see if anybody wants to play, they could use the link. I don't have it ready today because today was a big hot mess. Worth the 45-minute drive. Super cool meeting everyone. I'm glad you had a good time, Fets. I live near San Francisco and couldn't drop everything to go to Dallas. That's okay. I'll let it slide this time, Max Carnage, but next time there's a meetup, even if it's in New York, you better be there. You wouldn't want to picture me. It's better this way. Okay, Rorix, I'll take your word for it. I should have come. It's only about 5 hours. You know what, Pathfinder? I was actually going to message you and see if you'd be willing to drive down, but I was like, man, I was thinking it was like 4 or 5 hours for you, and I was like, I don't think he's going to want to do that. So... also, if you are planning on starting a new player account, I have 5 different things that you can put into the new player gift thing right here. I got 5 different codes for you. You guys have probably all heard them before. I think it's like Celebrate, Night no longer works, but there's Gambit, there's Venom Free. There's a bunch of them. I have them written down, so we'll go over that maybe tomorrow and see how that goes. Let's go to the store. There's someplace I can vote for something, right? It was still cool to watch the eclipse in San Francisco. Got to be reminded that the moon is a giant hunk of rock just hanging preciously out there really close to us, right? I wonder what flat earthers think of eclipses and things like that. Like, I wonder, like, what's their theory on how that's happening? If they think that's just like the government's like levitating a disc up there or something. Or I don't know, maybe they think that there's a dude up there in front of a spotlight slowly moving a paper plate across. I don't know. I don't know what flat earthers are thinking, man. There's way too many ways to disprove the idea of a flat earth that it blows me away that there's actually people who still believe that. I hope that there are flat earthers in chat right now. I won't make fun of you, but I would love to hear your views on flat earth because it makes me chuckle inside. I have a Dave & Buster's here. Take the Meetups National. Yeah, we'll go on like a tour. We'll go on a national tour. That's right. We'll just stop at every Dave & Buster's in America and just meet like 20 or 25 people a pop each time. I'm sure that'll pay for itself. Gnomes, resubscribe. Woo! Thanks, Gnomes. You're freaking amazing. Appreciate that. Why would I start a new MSF account? I don't feel like grinding for another tier 18 3 Diamond 2. Yeah, there's a... I mean, it's more for people who want us. Like, there's people like Bendable's got like 4 accounts, right? Viscera's got like 15 accounts. Zug's campaign is still garbage. Hey, what was the first time rewards for the Zug's campaign? Because I literally just went through it like 15 minutes ago. And I got like 150 shards of Hela was all I got for the first time rewards. We live in a 3D world, but Earth is flat. Yep, that's right. I'm honestly amazed that humanity thought Earth was flat to begin with. Like, that just seems weird to me. I guess I grew up in a world where everything was a sphere. Where the hell is the thing I click on to vote? I want to go vote. There it is, character poll. Vote now. Give me my cores. Okay, so last time, this is how I do it. Last time, Werewolf by Night was behind by a few points, so I'm voting for Werewolf by Night. My goal is to get you guys to do the same, and we're gonna get this as close as we possibly can, hopefully making a 50-50 split, right? That would be really cool. Force Scopely's hand and be like, oh, they both won, gotta give us both. Otherwise, we just make it so close that they're like, okay, we'll put a rush on this. We see you guys really like it. Earth is a dome. Okay. Tie the poll, baby. Yeah, exactly. Tie the poll. So I'm going to keep voting Werewolf by Night until it's 50-50, and then I'll just go back and forth each day. Always voting for the one behind. Good for you, Papa Woody. Good for you. I did my milestones, I believe, and we'll go to the store and make sure that there's any free claims. I guess the free claims haven't happened. I'm not used to streaming. When does reset happen? What's up, Juicy? Hey, OSO, if you're in chat, be sure to hit me up. I'm kind of dragging my feet on your Defense Up recording so that you can be here for it. And if you're here, speak up, would ya? Woo, my coffee's kicking in. What is this? What is that? What is that? Crimson Tombstones? I need to watch a Boilon video and find out what the fuck that is. Holy crap. Where did this come from? Reset was an hour and a half ago? Wow. Zug's event item, oh, okay. I kind of figured it was, since it was a tombstone that was red, I kind of figured it was an undying something or other. I didn't know if maybe that was like first time rewards for running through. Hey, let's do this while we're at it. Woo! How you doing? Look at that. My wife just brought me this smoldering hot cup of coffee. It is super hot. Super hot. Like burn your mouth on it. Woo! Real hot coffee. No, I was making the joke about the mug. It's not the first time I've made that joke. Come on, keep up, honey. She's shaking her head at me. Yeah, Rorks, isn't she great? Is this the best lineup? Where's Super Scroll? What's Icarus doing in here without his partner in crime? We could probably throw Kang in there. Sure, why not? Gambit, what are you doing in there? Let's get Vol in there. She pairs well with Super Scroll. And then I have to have Zugs? Is that 3 stars? I never done this one. What's up, Hulk Oliver? She doesn't have room in her head for your bad jokes. She's laughing at that, Stocky. Look at this beauty I pulled on the premium. Let's check it out. Woo! Yeah! Hey, that's one thing that's real cool about the new player account, man. Going back through, you open premium orbs, shit unlocks. Like, every orb you open matters. Like, everything you get matters in the beginning. It's fantastic. I was really kind of, here, I think I could just hit auto, right? Yeah, I think we're gonna hit auto on this one. Run clearly doesn't know the crazy hot matrix. Oh, yes, I do, strategist. And your link's broken, I can tell, because only half of it lit up. Screw you, Twitch. Yeah, that's right. It broke your link, buddy. Yeah, crazy hot is great. Like that token catch-up idea. Wonder where that came from. Yeah, let's equip this. What's the new it's all potato graphics, man. It's not even lighting up. Let's leave it for later. Come on, show me the frame so I can see if I actually want to equip it or not. Did I force my wife to? No, I'm pretty sure she bought me this mug. Whew. Oh, I need a 4-star Jugs? What the hell? How am I getting, oh, can I farm that thing for more shards? How do I get more Jug shards? I want a 4-star Jugs. Juicy, it was great meeting you. For those of you who've never seen Juicy in real life, he's actually 7'6". He's a monster, man. Super polite. I mean, you could tell by his videos in the first place, but he's just like the nicest person. Mobile and Valley are too, by the way. Mobile and Valley are incredibly nice people as well. Jugs is in the pass, and you'll get 10 shards from the event campaign. Which battle pass? Oh, he's there? Do I want to buy this pass? 4 million gold. There's some dark promos. That looks usual. Did Baka put out a thing saying whether this was good or not? I need a content creator to tell me whether I should make up my mind on this. 15 over 10, that doesn't look like much of a value. 1,000 over 500, and I don't need any of them. The teal gear doesn't excite me much anymore. I don't even need the teal gear I have. There's another 15 over 10. So far, none of this really gets me excited. The 5 million over 1.2 million is okay. I'm glad they boosted this, the bottom track. That used to be like 12 gold. 20 over 10, okay, that's double. 1.2 million of the 4s, okay. Oh, this is hot trash. This is hot trash over here. That's no good. Where's did they move the dark promos elsewhere? Is that why there's 2,500 over here? Somebody tell Baka to message me. I want to know if this is any good or not. Hold on, I missed chat a bit. Farm the campaign for orbs. There's a free claim that gives a whole orb. Okay. You can farm the orbs in the event. Go to middle tier of the ECM. Okay. What's my jugs look like now? I think he's like 3-star. I think he's 3x3. Friendly reminder, run explosive warbond Thursday. Oh, for Helldivers too? Sweet. All right. Thursday's the day to dive into hell. I'll see if I can't do that with strategist. Most can guarantee a 5-star jugs from this pass. Don't do it, says Windstorm. Run, join voice, please. I thought you were muted, Benny, and then you go and switch things up on me. All right, here we go. Hey, Benny.
Hi, Rod.
Okay, so what's the lowdown here? What's going on?
Let me tell you. The event campaign has 5 nodes.
Okay.
So if you do 4 50-core refreshes, you already run out of nodes, and you have to core nodes to redo them.
Is it worth coring the nodes, or should I just do the 50s and stop wherever I run out?
I don't know the math on that, so I don't know. The website has a milestone that rewards coring this week, though. And then in the orbs, there's Juggernaut shards, there's Iron Man shards, and then there's Crimson Tombstones. The Crimson Tombstones are what you need for the monthly meta campaign, meta event, tie-in event.
Okay.
You know, like
yeah,
weekly.
the thing that folds into the thing that goes over the other thing, and what? How many rotations do I need, and am I coring 50s for what campaign energy? That's usually all I really want to know, because like trying to remember exactly what I'm supposed to get or what milestone I'm supposed to land, that's way too much work. I just do everything to the extent that I need to, you know?
Yeah, I'm guessing they made it free to playable to get the monthly item, but I don't know the math about.
I hope they made it free to play to get the monthly item. They were in hot water over that Iron Patriot debacle. By the way, Ryan Jacobson says that was bad math on their part. They did not mean to make Iron Patriot hard to get like that. So Benny, tell me, let me share my screen so you can see what's going on, but tell me about this 4 red Zim sitting at the end of this thing. Isn't this normally 2,500 DPCs?
Yeah, so normally the paid track has 4,000 total DPCs, and then this one only has 2,500. Last week, when Archangel posted the blog, I of course created a thread about this, and nobody saw it, and I've been arguing basically with myself because Archangel's
aren't threads wonderful? It's like camouflage for your content, right? You put it in the Discord server and nobody sees it. Yeah. But if you put it in the feedback channel, you've got 8 other envoys who will disagree with you.
And then they don't see it either.
And then they don't see it either, exactly. What does it cost in dark promos to buy your way to a 4 red Zim?
3,500. So a lot of
so technically it's a better deal if you were wanting to spend your DPCs on Zim.
Or if you hadn't in the year and a half since Zim released.
Which I don't. I don't have any reds on him at all. So this track might actually be worth it to me.
But for those who did upgrade him, it's a pretty awful fuck you. And I told him that you're putting us in the position of suckers. And he said no, because you got use of him. It is exactly the same discussion I had when I told him, or told them, that giving 5 red star Ultron was a fuck you to players who already upgraded him.
Yeah.
And again, I was told you got use out of him, whereas I didn't because Ultron hadn't been reworked yet. So they keep doing this, and we're gonna get Elite 4 credits instead of that.
Right. So I honestly think, if this had the dark promos in it instead, I'd have no trouble activating this right now. for the gold, for the shards of zombie Juggernaut. I'd have no trouble doing that. But I don't care to put red stars on my zombie Iron Man. I like him being small. I like him dying and reviving and rewinding some of that turn meter. He's got the focus built into his kit. You don't have to go big. I hear people who do have a big zombie Iron Man enjoy him in that he does damage and he's useful bigger, but he's not necessary bigger. And taking away the choice, I mean, this is a good pass for me if I wanted him to be 4 red because I have 0 red on him at all. But for people who have him at 3 red, this is a bad deal. Or who purchased him to 4 red, this is a bad deal. Because when you get this 4, like you said, gives you elite 4s instead of dark promo credits in return. It's a bad trade-off. I don't like the way they did this.
Yeah. And last year, basically, they took 7,200 of my dark promos and gave me 3/4 of an elite 4. Now they're taking 3,500 dark promos and giving 2,500, like half of an elite 4 orb. It's pretty stupid that dark promo dupes give elite 4s.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Come on, put Super Scroll in there. Why are you switching up my team? I don't want him in there. He's not going to do anything.
I think they're just putting us in a spot where we're suckers.
Yeah.
I don't know any other word around it.
Hulksmith says that I'm going to need Zim for a floor in Kiln. I know that they have an Undying tag for one of the floors in the Kiln tower. However, it's not a star requirement, right? It's just those 3 characters.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah. So I'm okay with that. That'll be an RNG thing. As long as Hela doesn't die, neither will Zim, right? I mean, maybe they got somebody in there that does perma kills, and that would be a pain in the ass, but...
Which my Iron Man has done his fair share of dying to Black Knight passives.
Black Knight, yeah. Duchess of Destruction, she's right in the next room over here. She's hell-bent on homework these days. We're pushing hard at life as life pushes back, and she's grinding her butt off in some of the hardest courses she's ever had to take. So that's why she's not streaming these days, but she will be back. She will be back. This is true in finances and everything else. Yes, Zero. It's a game of resource management. Well, I don't know if I can farm these for enough shards of... What? I stuck on a taunt? Really? That's lame. Let's go here. This is probably gonna
Hero,
push Doom.
How is putting dark promos on Iron Man being a person with low impulse control?
Which Iron Man? And were you doing it for fun or doing it to be strategic?
I was doing it to improve my Undying team for war prowess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, on Zombie Iron Man.
Yeah, there's only one Iron Man that takes
right,
dark promos.
and you didn't know they were going to do this in the past back then, right? Neither did everybody else who bought those. It's kind of the same thing when they put Deathpool's Scythe as the last milestone piece, and everybody's like, I already have a G18 Deathpool. What am I going to do with this? It's going to sit in my inventory forever now and be totally useless for me.
Exactly. I understand it's nice for people who are still building for Apocalypse, but for those that already did, it's useless.
Yeah.
And the way you design the game, you reward your players for doing that stuff, like building Deathpool for Apocalypse, and now you're screwing them.
It's Jumpy. It's an agency thing. They normally give us currency in the passes, or the pieces to create to apply to gear. And so when they give you a completed thing, you have to use that completed thing for its intention, and it takes away the agency. And we keep telling them players want agency over what they do. We want to earn those resources or purchase them or, whatever, get them as compensation for Scopely screw-ups, but we want to be able to choose where to apply them. And a 4 red zombie Iron Man only applies to a zombie Iron Man that doesn't have 4 reds on them. And if you get it, otherwise it converts to garbage, when previously it used to be a lot of dark promos. And I think it's a legitimate complaint. I think it's something that Scopely should keep track of, and in the future, try to avoid doing this, because it's just, I don't know, I didn't like it.
Zero, again, you can disagree that it's a good idea, or you and I can disagree whether it's a good idea or a bad idea to upgrade Zombie Iron Man, but it has nothing to do with being somebody with low impulse control. So if you think that's the case, with all due respect, fuck you, man.
Okay, so...
Hey, dummy, somebody in chat's trying to get your attention.
Everybody in chat's always trying to get my attention. What do you want me to look at, Burnsy? Path Daddy just uploaded another meta-defining MSF video. I'm curious. I'm very curious. I'll watch it tonight. All right, settle down. Settle down in chat, children. We don't need to be arguing so much. All right, OSO has yet to ping me anywhere, so I don't know if they're watching or not. Do I want to start refreshing these yet, or are we spending cores yet? That starts today, the 8th, right? Server reset. So, okay, I can start spending some cores. I don't know how many I want to spend just yet. I believe it's 250 cores a day is what we're needing to spend, which that's going to be real easy for me to get. Oh my God, I think I just refreshed that node instead of refreshing my energy. Oops. That sucks.
I mean, you do the 50 cores, then you're going to have to refresh nodes anyways.
Okay, well, I might as well do all the 50s then, since I just I refreshed a node anyway.
Blitz is a
Did it sound like me saying fuck you was low impulse control, Zero? It was very calculated and premeditated.
All right, I finished off that node. I still have 20 energy left, and I'm completely out of nodes to farm. I guess I can go back to earlier. What? I haven't done these yet? Oh, I did these on my baby account. Ugh, I don't like the term baby account. I'm gonna call it my alt account. I don't like baby account. That sounds weird, doesn't it? I never liked that term.
I agree. I don't use the word baby. Like in anything about the game. Yeah. I saw somebody in a chat abbreviate BBA, and I was like, what in the game is BBA? Apparently it's Big Boy Apocalypse. And I was like, dude, come on.
I would never have gotten that.
Yeah.
I know what BBC is, but I don't know what BBA is. And I didn't know what BBC was for the long time. The longest time I didn't know what that was. My kids are always teaching me new words and stuff. Like no cap. That took me a while. They didn't teach me BBC. They taught me no cap. And no, I'm not gonna teach them BBC. Don't worry. Look at that! He don't need no red stars to land ability block. I don't know why I'm playing these notes. No, Burnsy, my kids did not teach me BBC. They taught me no cap and other weird words and acronyms that I've never heard before.
No cap is like no joke, right?
Yeah, I think it's like a version, and like you know how they say ish instead of shit? And they say no cap, I believe, instead of saying like no crap, I guess. I don't know. It sounds dumb to me.
I thought ish was...
You know, you could jump into Discord and just join the call if you want to keep talking. You're welcome to jump. It's open. You have access. You're a moderator. Go ahead. Come on. Turn your mic on. Let's go.
I nominate her for coming.
No cap is the truth, and cap means you're lying. Right. That makes sense, I guess. I don't think it makes sense. Doesn't make any sense to me at all. Because heaven forbid we keep language a generation. I don't know why we have to invent new words or change the words we have, and I don't like making acronyms out of everything and shortening. We're slowly killing the English language, which is a complex, vibrant, and beautiful language. No cap on a stack, keep it 100. It's out of my league here. All right, 50 more shards of Hella. That's what I needed. I don't think I'm getting anything out of these nodes, man.
The first section is useless, actually.
This is the middle section, I think, isn't it? No, this might be the first section. Well, we all need Ultimus food. I need those 9,000 credits in the Ultimus store to get me 5 more shards of Slayer or whoever appears in there. I think the English language is a beautiful language, Jumpy, if you understand all of it. So many people disregard huge chunks of the English language, and it's getting worse and worse. But if a person who has a large vocabulary and can speak many different things in different ways, unlike myself, obviously, I think that they can enunciate their thoughts and feelings in a beautiful myriad of ways. But instead, we reduce it to LOL, GG, and get the fuck out of here with slang and cursing and all sorts of dumb junk that I don't like. Winston Wolfe has a large diction. Way to go, Winston Wolfe. Glad for you, buddy. GGC, that's right. GGC, that's a good game, Cabal, when they rip you apart in Crucible. Because from what I understand, the Cabal team is pretty nuts. I probably should have played this one manual. I let Doom take me for a ride. But it really doesn't matter. I think you get 3 medals no matter what, just for beating it. Yep, you get 3 medals just for beating it. Get wrecked, noobs! 86th.
Run, do you have Cabal?
Yes, I have all 3 Cabal up and running. They're level 90 or better. I think I have 99 on Iron Patriot. Okay, I'm not gonna bother doing the 3rd one. That's lame. These are all done. And I didn't get enough shards of Zombie Juggernaut to do anything cool, I don't think. Yeah, so there's my Cabal right there at the top. I think I'm farming Tigra. I think that's why she's hearted. And I'm farming up Deadpool because I believe he's gonna be reworked, right? We haven't got word on that yet, I don't think. I know I'm not breaking NDA because I don't know shit about Deadpool, but I'm making the assumption he's being reworked. Maybe Benny's being real quiet because he knows something and he's not supposed to talk about it.
No, I think the Panda Pool poll announced that he was getting reworked.
Yeah, that's what I'm going off of, yeah.
We don't know anything else.
Viral Orb, let's go. Give me something good. Well, that was hot trash. 9 shards, woo! Get some gold going here. I have teens in the house, so I have to keep up. Oh, yeah.
Hey, ZKG.
Zero Cool Gamer in the house with his microphone muted. There he goes.
I'm looking.
Sorry, I'm driving and I wanted to really explain Stop the Cap.
Stop the cap?
Stop the Cap.
What's
you guys
that
know
mean?
what's going on with Deadpool?
Oh, the cap. Oh, I have no idea what's going on with Deadpool. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a liar. I'll break NDA on a regular basis, but I always do it on accident.
I do not know if he's gonna be a good rework or not. I keep seeing his 3 diamond upgrade in the shop, but of course I'm not.
Yeah.
Never upgrade characters without seeing their reworked kits.
Well, I'm gonna build him up to a playable level. I'm taking him up to like 85, because that's gonna be like the minimum amount you need him to be useful in whatever he's gonna be used for. I don't even know what the team's for.
It's gonna be useful. That's my question. Like, Noir, do you need to build him up? No. Like...
No, but I put him on my DD6 planner for the time being. I'm not building him yet, but he might be the fifth that I take into City.
He's Mystic, man. I mean, up to you.
Well, I got him and Robbie. It was between him and that fire chick that's a mutant. And I think she's either on the Masters of Evil or she's on another. I don't know. There's too many fire people in the game that I just don't have room in my brain for them anymore. I don't have him at 7 red. Wow, I thought I had everybody at 7 red stars. Okay, well, not saving them for nothing. Mystic isn't as valuable this year.
Yes it is. A lot of you are planning to take Dormammu or Doom to Mythic. That's very expensive.
I don't, so I have Super Scroll and Apocalypse for my Mythic characters tagged, and that's it. I'm not tagging any of the others. Realistically, I know that it's probably gonna be Dormammu and Kestrel. Probably do. But I don't know. And I'm not even gonna bother thinking about it. I'm trying to build Super Scroll and Apocalypse for the very first node, along with 3 City characters. And then I'll finish up the rest of City when I get there. But I feel like those characters are really good, very useful in the early nodes, and I want them on my roster built up so I can use them. Take Squirrel Girl, great idea, Winston Wolf. I'm gonna jump on that one. Noir's rework damage is nasty, has higher damage at 1 diamond than Gambit at 3 diamonds. Really? I didn't know that. It's basically just Robbie, Dorm, and maybe Vol in terms of must-bring Mystic characters. I'll show you guys the DD6 planner real quick, and then I need to get to recording this defense up. Let's do, where's my roster? There it is. I only go to this thing every freaking day, and I still can't find the buttons. Sync already, let's go. So this is my planner. These are my city characters. It's mostly Superior 6, or I guess it's Sinister 6 with Noir and Robbie. I have them from left to right in order of importance, except for this one. I'm thinking that Void Knight might be a bad choice. Benny talked me out of this, actually. He's kind of a one-trick pony and doesn't need to be built any bigger. And though he'll generate energy on spawn and you'll be able to use his ultimate somewhat frequently, that's kind of it. He's gonna die a lot, I think, and so I'm not certain about Void Knight. I just really like the character. Did you
watch Beta Ray's Cosmic Run? Cosmic looked really...
I didn't watch the Cosmic Run. What's going on in Cosmic?
It just looked really easy.
Oh, yeah? Oh. Blackout Guru, I believe that Void Knight is amazing, but for what he'll do in Dark Dimension and how I use him elsewhere, he doesn't need to be big. Like, he needs to be big in Dark Dimension, but I think no matter how big he gets, he's gonna die in Dark Dimension. So, I don't know. Winston Wolf is absolutely ready for the city section of Dark Dimension. He's gonna be bringing up the Young Avengers, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, we're jealous of your YA, that's for sure.
Committed.
Yeah, so that's my planner. Basically, I'm trying to bring up these 2 first, and then I'm gonna go over here and build these guys. I'm not really thinking about anybody else. They're just kind of there as placeholders and an idea of what's gonna happen. But Winston Wolf, I'll agree that YA was a great team. I think that they were a very good team that lasted a long time, had some of the best value as far as teams go in the game. Not quite beating Infinity Watch, of course, but they were up there. They were a nasty war team that, even to this day, still causes people issues once in a while. But their time is done. The sun is set on that team. Please don't think my city team is wacko either. Windstorm everything you build in Marvel Strike Force is pretty wacko. All right, let's get to this defense up recording and see what's happening here. I want to bring, I got these things all done. Okay, let's do this. So OSO is supposed to be joining us, but I stalled as long as I could. I hope they find me and highlight my name in chat and say that they're here because I got questions. OSO is here. It's Coach Oso.
Yes, he's in chat.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Did you want to be on voice? And then you can explain to me how to pronounce your name, because otherwise I'm going to call you Coach Oso. Because I think that's how it's pronounced. I honestly do. All right, there's one. We're going to go to defense up screen. Look at that. Buttons are working and everything. If you want to be on voice, Coach Oso, just go to my server and go into the voice lobby, and me or one of the guys will drag you in so you can talk with us. You won't be able to see the voice channel that we're in, but it's there. YA is for furry chasers. Hey, we don't kink shame around here, Huss. We don't kink shame. Do I need to resubmit my defense up since it's a new season, or am I still in the queue? You're still in the queue, Hulk. I don't know where at. I don't even have my phone on me, so I couldn't tell you. But you're still in the queue, and I will ping you ahead of time so that... do you have a different name in Discord or something? Because I go by the name in Discord. If you have a different name in Discord, I might need to know that. On my Discord page, not sure where to click. Just go into the voice lobby. Down at voice channels toward the bottom. Go all the way to the bottom and you'll see voice channels and it should say voice lobby. Jump into there, and as soon as you get into it, we will drag you in. And then just make sure that you have Twitch muted, because we don't want to hear 2x run sevens. All right, so while we wait for him to join us on voice, let's roll through these real fast. Forget that I moved all my cameras around. I still lean the wrong way. No, same name? Okay. Yeah, I've got you on the list someplace, I'm sure, and I'll ping you when it's your turn, Hulk. Okay, so we have the Extreme team. It's the 5-piece in here. We might want a placement change. I think putting Nightcrawler next to Forge might be a bad idea. Also, you're definitely going to want Forge as a Raider. I forget what the other things do, but I think it's probably best to change Forge to a Raider. So we'll come back to that. Over here, we have mostly Bifrost with Quicksilver. I think you're better off running the full 5-piece team because of the synergies they get with all 5 members. Just kind of depends on how big your Teen Loki is. Oh, no. Don't call me, Ocho. Coach Oso, don't call me. Just go into Discord. Just go into my Discord, find the voice lobby. I can't take a call. I'll end up dropping everybody else. So 2 diamonds on Vol. That's pretty nice. We'll talk about whether or not this team is worth building now that it's here. This now gets crushed by like Pegasus, Hivemind, and Extreme. Yeah. Well, a lot of people are using pieces of Extreme on defense, so the Extreme's usually not a threat, but definitely Pegasus and Hivemind also.
Hivemind beats Bifrost? Or because they don't Loki?
Yeah, Hivemind beats Bifrost, but you have to use the Void Knight special on Sylvie in the beginning so that she doesn't rewind the team.
Thanks for the tips on how to beat you.
Shit! I have Bifrost on my defense. I haven't even looked to see what Betty's got lined up. Yeah, that's how you beat my team. There you go. And then we have an unlimited team in 3. This is aggroed.
I did watch GC's video, so I don't worry. You didn't like give away anything.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, this one doesn't have safeguards, so you don't even need to do that. You could just hit auto on it, Juicy says, because there's not going to be any safeguard on this team. And then over here we have the unlimited-ish kind of team with Phoenix in there in place of Gambit. I don't know. I think this team's gonna just get absolutely deleted, like kind of like a one-shot kind of thing, right? With some of the new tools that we have. That's okay, Coach Oso. We'll just ask you questions. You can type it out. Juicy, if you want to jump into voice, and you're the grand master, the grand architect of most of these teams.
Oh.
Here is unstable energy in room 4 with Black Knight, Captain America. Like, it's a little bit out of time with a Doom and Dormammu. I don't know how this plays out. I don't know how this plays out. I'm curious. I don't remember what I have set in here either. I don't know, we'll see. And then we have 5 is the Infinity Watch for Flashbang, which has something to do with blinds. And I don't think that the room rules are that great. I actually think we should move Infinity Watch over to room 3. I think that might be a better spot for him, but I don't know. Ux in 3 is terrible. I agree with that, Zero. I'm not excited with this in 3. I think it's just gonna get walked over with a variety of things, in fact. I think this is more of a liability right here. I like Juicy's idea of putting Infinity Watch in 3. It's gonna lose, but it's gonna take several hits to do it. What's up, Deadpool? But however, the team is basically built right. I don't know why we have Raider on Phyla-Vell. I understand Skirmisher on Adam. Why do we have Striker on These ISOs are really wonky. Okay, so we need Skirmisher on Nebula, Striker on Phyla-Vell. Adam Warlock can stay as Skirmisher to help land the ability block, but it doesn't matter because the team's not... They need to stand there and get beat up is all they really need to do. And then in 6, we have Gamma on Crossroads. Now, I need to do something here. Let's go... this so that I can see what's going on. I don't have enough monitors. Imagine that. All right, so at least put Rolk in the middle, yeah. Coach Oso, could you tell everybody in chat your Plat 3? There he goes, right there. And then what's your TCP? Yeah, I'll get my jacket, Winston, don't worry. This is the pregame. This is where we just talk about it, figure it all out. Then I put the jacket on, I act serious, I pretend like I came up with all the ideas instead of Benny and everybody in chat walking me through it all. 49 million TCP. It's a pretty decent roster for 49 million. Five red on the Black Knight. So, I really like the idea of the Secret Defenders in 6, as long as you put stuff in there so it doesn't just get obliterated by the New Warriors, which this should be able to get beat by New Warriors also, right? Won't New Warriors still beat Gamma in 6? I built tall and built hard. If MSF was a porno, that would be one of the taglines on the back of the DVD case. New Warriors and Pegasus eat Gamma. Yeah, but I think somebody's going to be using Pegasus on this, if not Hive Mind. So, Coach Oso, how big is your Hive Mind? Is it fairly well built? Do you have like a 2 million plus Hive Mind? Yeah, I told you I'd be on later today, Kevin. I didn't actually plan on being on this late. Some other things happened and I had to push it back an hour further than I thought. 1.7 mil Hive Mind. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe we move this team over to room 5 and then use your Hive Mind in 4. Yeah, Kevin, the Eclipse is okay. I didn't get to go into the path. I should have just pulled my kids out of school and gone for a drive. What's up, Dorky Dad? Dorky, you can join us on voice if you want to, over in my Discord. Bifrost is missing out on so much in room 2 without Teen Loki. Feels like a waste. Absolutely, yeah, that's the big crusher. Just stick with a full 5-piece raid team. It's just a matter of what raid team you want to use.
If you want, you could sub out Beta Ray for Deathpool.
That's true. I was using Deathpool in raids in place of Beta Ray the other day, and I found her to be better than Beta Ray in the raids. Actually, now my Deathpool was built a lot bigger than Beta Ray, so I don't know if that's what was taking place. But I was very impressed because the energy generation from her and then getting those charges built up and setting them off, that became more useful. My Beta Ray build can't land anything in 2.3. He's a bump on a log for the team, really. He's just a lot of flash and bang and no damage. Room 5, Photon over Doom. What's Photon gonna do in here over Doom? I'm not saying you're wrong. I think Photon would be a decent choice here. You're not losing anything by using Photon in here because I don't think you're gonna use Photon anywhere else. The blinds, right, the blinds. All right, let's... Photon makes the blinds actually work against new warriors. I see what you're saying. So, and you want them in 5. Okay, so you're saying move this room to 5 and replace Doom with Photon so that they can't use the new warriors because she gives an additional 100% minus accuracy or whatever to people who are blinded, so it actually works. It's an idea. I do like that over Doom. All right, let's start taking notes here. Let's get serious about this, shall we? Slows has a room rule. All right, let's start at number 1. We've seen the whole list. Let's see what we can do here. I don't have a problem with this team in 1. In fact, I think I have this team in 1 myself. I took Spot off of defense to be used as a flex pick for something, and I forget what. I think it's some weird Athame counter I saw in a video that Athame was talking about it. So I pulled Spot off of defense and I put Quicksilver in here. However, I don't think that's going to change too much. I think actually Quicksilver is going to be more dangerous than Spot in here. But this is fine as a 5-piece, but we need to change Forge to a Raider because otherwise Forge is going to be ability blocked right off the cuff and things are going to go south. So in room 1, I think we switch Forge. ISO on Forge. And I wanted to go Forge, Gambit, Nightcrawler. Some weird Athame counter. Yeah, that's it, Max Carnage. It was some weird Athame counter. I'll go back and watch the video again tonight and figure it out before I go into Benny's teams. Might swap ISO on Nightcrawler too. You don't like Nightcrawler as a striker? You want him as a Raider? Yeah. I think he could work. What does the room rule do? It's, let's see. Raiders on character on turn, they'll clear it. Striker with ability block gains 50% damage. And skirmishers on successful attack apply ability block. Nightcrawler skirmisher, so he puts out multiple ability blocks. Yeah. So, James, when he does his AoE, is he going to put ability block on every character, or is it only going to be the primary target? I never tested this.
Turn 2 though.
What's that, Benny?
The AoE is turn 2, so it would be his rebound bounce.
Okay.
So it could hit up to 4 targets.
Okay, so but it is the ones he hits. Okay. All right. So then definitely want to go skirm on him. I wasn't sure if it was just going to be I thought it was if it was the primary target only. I'm not excited about that.
Like, Void Knight in that room acts like in raids, and he ability blocks everybody. That's
cool. That's kind of cool. I wonder if Void Knight's a good option to replace Spot with. You think that would be something to do if you don't plan on using Hive Mind on offense or defense? Because I don't think they're very good on defense. I wonder if that's a thing to do, is replace Spot with him. No, the passive pings never do anything, Max Carnage. At least I don't, right, Benny? The passive pings on Gambit aren't going to apply anything as a skirmisher, right?
They wouldn't.
Yeah. Or a skirmisher Quicksilver, yeah. So we could replace Spot as an option. We could replace Spot with maybe Void Knight if we don't plan on using him on offense. That might be too pricey of a swap, but we could also replace him with Quicksilver. And we could go Superior 6 runs over this team. What team doesn't Superior 6 run over Vitalities? That's what I want to know. So the thing then is, Vitalities, if you're expecting Superior 6 to run over this team, we should probably drop Spot for literally any other character in the game, because Spot has some hybrid value for some important teams.
Well,
but if you drop anybody else, then no one's going to use Superior 6 against this team.
I'm not sure I know what that is.
I'd have to go back and watch the damn video, but I was very impressed by it. I was so impressed I took it off of my team. Even with a 3D Vol, Hive Mind did it? Yeah. So I'm gonna mention that Void Knight is an option, but probably Quicksilver would be a better choice. And there's nothing wrong with this 5-piece. The important thing is that we need to change the ISOs on these two. All right, let's move on to team number 2. This is a travesty. I don't like this. We got to go with a 5-piece, and and it's probably going to get run over anyways. Maybe Pegasus is the way to go in too. If everybody's popping in and saying Hive Mind is just rolling over this so easily.
Well, because
Pegasus Scroll, ooh, that's mean, Chiron. That's mean. What were you saying, Benny?
Oh, I was gonna say because this doesn't have Kid Loki, but I think I get is Hive Mind rolling over full Bifrost as well?
Yeah. A full Bifrost, you can do it. That's when you have to use the Void Knight special on Sylvie. But without the 5-piece, you don't even have to do that because they don't get the safeguard. And apparently Void Knight starts tearing him apart, whatever you do with him. Hive Mind is wrecking it. Okay, so maybe we want to consider something else after this. I feel like I'm wondering if room 2 is going to be this room where there's nothing good to put on defense unless your opponent happens to not have the best counter available. Because it sounds to me like either Pegasus or Hive Mind will work to beat this. Like, it sounds like you almost have 2 raid choices to beat any other raid team you put in here. Thame says Bifrost is your worst option here. Pegasus doesn't roll this. If you keep Kestrel, Bifrost gets safeguard.
Yeah, but people drop Kestrel.
Yeah, they just drop Kestrel. So I'm just wondering if we should be. Has anybody put a Pegasus on defense in chat? Have you guys put Pegasus on defense? Do you know what happens? I know we're only like 3 hours into the new season, but you have Pegasus on defense, Zero? Your opponent probably hasn't attacked yet. What are you expecting them to attack with, Zero? You want to keep Pegasus on or Scroll on offense, but you're open to Pegasus with other plugins. Pegasus Scroll waiting on results from Chiron. Yeah, because, I mean, if you're putting Pegasus on defense, aren't you? You're dropping Kestrel. Steven has Pegasus on defense, hasn't been attacked yet.
You know what I have on defense? Or, oh, you said you didn't check.
I haven't even looked at yours yet, Benny.
I have not Pegasus.
Okay, well, Benny's making me go nuts here. Let's go take a look. Benny has. Here, I'll show you guys what Benny has. This is what Benny's got.
I mean, I put it in a video. It's not a secret. I don't know that it's a good choice, but it's just what I wanted to try.
Benny, I was absolutely not prepared for everything you're doing here. Like, wow, kitchen sink in number 4. I don't know if my Cabal can take that. I don't. We'll find out, I guess. And then you went Secret Defenders with MLF, so I can't use my new Warriors on that. What's the Crossroads do? I want crit, apply, bleed. If Ghost Rider, bleed, Cabal. Okay. Well, that's gonna be fun to go into, Benny. That's for sure. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta curate an entertainment experience for the viewers here.
Yeah, that's right. Tune in tomorrow at my normal time to watch one of us get trounced by the other one, or maybe both of us fail miserably and get incredibly low scores. What happens if neither one of us can full clear? Wouldn't that be embarrassing?
With my recent track record, that's very likely.
Right.
Would you be open to quote-unquote hosting the event where I basically call you on Discord, share my screen?
Oh, absolutely. That sounds like a great time. Absolutely. That sounds like a good way to go about it.
Because I don't think I can.
We could go room for room. Like you pick a room and attack it, and then I'll pick a room and attack it, and then we could just go back and forth. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Sure. I love that.
All right. So, is there another choice if we put Pegasus in here and we drop Kestrel? With what we've got in here, let's come back to the raid room, because we have pretty finite choices for what we do in the raid room. So let's come back to that. We know for sure that we need a 5-piece, not this. Like this has to be 5-piece, or it has to be something else, like maybe Pegasus. I kind of want to do a Hive Mind in here, but then now that everybody's saying that Hive Mind works so well against Bifrost, we might want to reserve Hive Mind for offense. So anyway, let's go on to room number 3. I think that this needs to be Infinity Watch in here 100%. I just think we make this Infinity Watch. I don't think that this is going to do much. I think there's a variety of things that can manipulate the aggroed room. Basically, on turn, apply assist now to all allies with offense up. So Sinister 6 starts with offense up and ends up taking early turns and just deletes everything. And so if you throw in your Infinity Watch, they take lots more turns to destroy them. Windstorm says Scroll will run over anything in 2. Yeah, but Coach Oso doesn't want to use Scroll in 2, so we may be stuck with a Bifrost 5-piece until we find out what the best 5th replacement is for Kestrel on that team. All right, and so if we replace this with Infinity Watch, where's our Infinity Watch at? Is in 5. And I think what we want to do is move 4 into 5. I think that's what we do. And you know what? I think it was Chiron was saying using Photon in place of Doom. That way you have Doom as a option to get pushed. There's that fancy trick that Juicy was showing off, how you could beat the Superior 6 with Doom and... Oh, who was it? It was Doom and some people. Noir, that was it. Doom and Noir and some chumps. And Noir goes and it triggers the GGC passive, which pings Doom into the yellow. Doom goes on a timed platform ride turn 1, and you can go ahead and beat that team, which I thought was really cool. I mean, it's not without its pitfalls. Mobile was talking about it. He's like, there's things that can definitely go wrong on that. But it was like Eternals, Doom, and Noir with, I think he used, who's that tech chick that heals people? Minerva. Yeah. But anyway, I would like to move this one into room 5, and I'd like to replace Doom with somebody. I don't think Gamma's gonna be too exciting. We could go with Gamma members in here in place of maybe Doom and Peggy, because Peggy's not doing a lot. I know she's got the out of time team, but she doesn't revive anybody outside of war, except maybe Captain America, and Captain America's not gonna die anytime soon. So I think Peggy's kind of useless on this. I think Doom could have better value elsewhere, but not necessarily. I mean, he might be okay in here, but I think he might have better value elsewhere. So let's move this into 5. Let's replace Peggy and Doom. Let's see. I think we got to replace Peggy and Doom with somebody, but we need to figure out who. Could be Photon. Could be that we swap some Gamma members in here, like Red Hulk and Green Hulk, because Green Hulk will give Red Hulk some health, allow him to stay alive a little bit longer. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screens here. Hold on. Yeah, we could do something like that. All right. We'll come back to that. In 5, we have the Infinity Watch, which we are moving into 3. So in 3, we have this leftover stuff. So we need a team. We need a team for room 4 is what we need. Juicy recommends like a Hive Mind Skrull, but we're not putting Skrull on offense, and we want to save Hive Mind for offense also. So that's not going to be anything good. And then in 6, we have Gamma. I don't like this Gamma in 6. I think it's garbage. I think it's going to get rolled over by New Warriors. I think it's a total waste. I think we break this apart and we use... Let's put Red Hulk and Green Hulk in... Red and Green Hulks into that room 5 with the rest of this out of time kind of hybrid thing. Red Hulk, Black Knight, Quicksilver, A-Bomb, Green Hulk in room 4. Why do you want him in room 4 though, Lord Richter? Unstable energy, ultimate abilities cost 2 less. Okay.
Only for villains.
Only for villains. And that's absolutely no villains, Lord Richter. That's absolutely no villains. I don't mind that team in 5.
Yeah, and Abomination already has his ult on.
Exactly. I don't mind that team in room 5.
Sorry.
But I don't like that in 4. What are we gonna do in 4? We want villains that'll pop off in 4. Hive Mind Skrull was easy. Cabal Smash, 20 health, 26 turns. So the Hive Mind Skrull is where you use your Superior 6 in 4. Okay. Well, we don't want to use Hive Mind on defense, and we don't want to use Skrull on defense anyways. So that doesn't matter. We just need to find something good. Who's got a good team for room 4?
Black Knight and Skrull in there, so that doesn't matter.
You have Black Knight and Skrull in 4. In 6, I want to put the Secret Defenders in 6 with Dormammu. Oh, we already have Dormammu in here, damn it. screw it. Let's do a Gamma. Let's just do Captain America, Black Knight with 3 Gamma members in 5. That way we can do Secret Defenders with MLF and Dormammu. I think that's going to be a tough room 6. Because this is going to get blown up real fast. I used Leader, Scroll, Vol, Beta, and one other in 4.
Do you not have the rest of Cabal built?
You must not have Iron Patriot, huh? Or didn't want to use them.
Because if you do have them, well, I guess let's go.
You're in the lobby now. You found your way. All right, hold on. Let me go back over there and find you. I'll drag you in. There you go. You get your microphone working? Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
There we go. Loud and clear.
Hey.
So is Coach
Finally.
Oso how I pronounce it?
Yeah, Oso, Spanish for bear.
Oh, all right. Coach Bear. Sounds great.
Long story behind that one.
Okay, so real quick from the top for anybody who's just joining us. I'm coming up with some ideas of what we can do to move things around and get a little bit better. And we're trying to rely on chat and anybody who's experienced Crucible in the first opening hours as we get some new fresh data come in. In room 1, we kind of like this, but we're thinking about we could replace Spot with Quicksilver. We talked about Void Knight, but that's no longer an option. The Hivemind team's becoming too, as we hear from people in chat, Hivemind's too important to stay on offense. But we do need to change the ISOs on this team. And then in 5, we either want to run the 5-piece here or we want to go Pegasus, drop Kestrel, but we don't know. We don't have a replacement for Kestrel yet because you want to keep Skrull on offense, right?
That's my idea right now, but unless there's a really convincing argument to put Skrull on defense, it's just because I have a very tall roster, so once you get behind that, top 30%, things become really thin.
Right. Okay. So you want to lean defense so that you can keep more for offense. I think for you then the best thing to do is just throw in the 5-piece Bifrost, and then hope that they don't understand how to go after it with Hivemind, and we'll have to wait and see what other options we can come up with. Because otherwise, it's replace Kestrel with, I don't know. I don't even know what to replace Kestrel with.
Morgan.
Well, I did say earlier in chat, I don't know if anyone caught it, I'm okay with putting Pegasus on defense and leaving Kestrel there, because before Kestrel, we would have to use her for a lot of different, plug-and-play team counters, but we've come up with a lot of counters since, and I do have a fairly decently built Cabal now, so I feel like that would at least offset that.
I think the problem is that when you put Kestrel in there, it causes issues and makes the counters really easy. That's why we want to keep Kestrel out of it.
Gotcha.
Skrull ults turn 1 and 4, Vol revives, and Doom Hivemind gets destroyed by Skrull Leader Vol in 4. Okay. Well, we'll get to 4, Lord Richter. Hold on. For right now, let's go with a 5-piece right here until we figure out something else. Over here, I want to replace this with Infinity Watch because this is going to get blown up by just about anything. Although this team is small enough, I would hate wasting a Superior 6 on it. Right? I would hate using my Superior 6 on this because I feel like I could beat this easier with something else that has offense up.
MOE?
Yeah, MOE would destroy this too. I'd almost feel bad about using MOE in it. This is almost a good team because it's not that exciting,
What about Tangled Web?
Tangled Web would also beat this, so yeah, I guess we better replace it. Let's throw Infinity Watch in there because Infinity Watch will eventually get offense up and start pinging around, but also they're just going to take a lot of hits. And I think that's going to be, I think you want to sponge in 3. And then in 4, I'd like to move this one out of here because it's not really working in 4. It's going to work better in 5 over here with a flashbang and treat it kind of like a blank room. I mean, you're already treating it like a blank room with Infinity Watch. So I think you put in a better defense. But we want to drop the middle 3 because we're going to use some of those pieces elsewhere. We're going to use Doom on offense. We're going to use Dorm in room 6. And we'll go with a red and green Hulk and probably Abomination. That way your Hulks get immunity, health, and then Red Hulk doing Red Hulk things. This is only good if you have 5 other incredible rooms. Room 3 is the last room you attack with what's left. I don't know. Room 3 could be crazy with the assists on people with offense up. I don't think room 3 is something you sleep on. None of these rooms are real crazy, but all of them have ups and downs. And of course, it's week 1, so it's like somebody's going to find something crazy good that works really well, and then we'll all start using it. So I want to remove this, and we still need a team to go into room 4 with the unstable energy. This is the villains. Where the hell did my thing go? This is room 4. This is where villain characters' ultimate abilities cost 2 less ability energy, but it lowers their max health by 25%.
Well, and that's where I was trying to play off of the villain bonus with Dorm and Doom. So Dorm gets to his ultimate, I think, turn 1. And Doom, even though Doom wouldn't get to his ultimate turn 1 with that, he would still get pushed because he's not a giant Doom, but he's not a small Doom, so he's not going to die right away.
Right.
At least that was my thought process.
I mean, you're hoping he gets pushed, and your enemy is hoping he doesn't get pushed. So I think your enemy's going to be very careful to ability block that Doom if they can.
Well, and that's why I stuck him behind the Black Knight.
Right. Yeah, Lord Richter, I think room 3 also gets destroyed by MOE doing just about anything. But an Infinity Watch in room 3 would at least ride it out for a while. All right, well, if we want to keep this in room 4, then what are we going to put in room 5, which is the flashbang room with vulnerable on successful hit, apply vulnerable up to a max of 5, win below 25% health, gain a bunch of damage, and lower armor, villain characters. That's the villain thing for Cabal. Oh, this also has with blind, lower characters, speed by 5%, armor by 25%, ultimate abilities apply blind to primary target. Updog, why are you not in voice? Minus 25% health actually hurts your Doom more because he could die faster. That's a good point, Updog. I just don't like this. I don't like this in 4. I like it better in 5. I think it'll work just fine in 5. You're eating dinner? Sacrifices, Updog. You gotta make sacrifices to be a part of this community. Put the fork down, come talk to us. If your iWatch is soaking up Mo, that's a win in itself. Yeah, that's true. People don't want to use Mo against iWatch.
Well, and someone made a comment about S6 going into room 3 against that unlimited Phoenix combo. And I said, you know, if someone's going to come into that with Superior 6 against that, then they've got other issues.
Right, I wouldn't want to use my Superior 6 against this. But there's other things, like Benny said, I think there's Tangled comps that'll take this, right? I mean, everybody's going to have Undying after today or tomorrow. So there's things that you can do. Room 5 is an anything room. However, Black Knight, Red Hulk, Quicksilver, Green Hulk, A-Bomb in 5 can be tricky. That's what I'm saying. But you like Quicksilver instead of Captain America, huh? That's an idea. I think you'd be fine with just putting the 3-piece Gamma with what's here. That allows you to have Quicksilver in place of Spot if you want to, but you don't have to. You could also put Quicksilver in here in place of Captain America, which would be interesting. So there's 2 places you could put Quicksilver for your choosing. I still think this is a fine team in room 1, by the way.
Well, and even then, I was the one that I thought, you know, Quicksilver as a skirmisher in room 1, he hits that ultimate, and then, you know, nobody's doing anything at that point.
Right.
Yeah, but the ultimate's kind of late, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody gets through that extreme team within 2 turns unless they bring in something really drastic.
I mean, you can come into this and, well, if you make Quicksilver a raider, they're not going to be able to ability block him, right? You would have to stun him, but you also need to stun Forge, and it wouldn't hurt for you to stun Nightcrawler. While we're at it, let's put a stun on Gambit. I'm like there's too many hot targets. I do like the idea of Quicksilver in here as a Raider. I do. I like that. As a Raider, so he can't be ability blocked. But a Skirmisher is great too.
Well,
I just feel like if you make him a Skirmisher, he's gonna get ability block because it's the only person it's gonna stick to, right?
Quicksilver is only really affected by ability block if you do 2 turns. Because
that's true because he takes 2 turns real quick. Yeah.
You would need to do 2 turns of ability block.
Okay, so Skirmisher on Quicksilver because of that. All right, I like that.
Yeah, same.
Okay, we're gonna go with a 5-piece because frankly we just don't have any better options unless we come up with something that isn't Skrull in with the Pegasus team. Over in 3, we want to do Infinity Watch, but honestly, I don't like this because I think you can pull from the depths of your roster and beat this, and then save good stuff for elsewhere. So I think you put Infinity Watch in here. They're going to take a lot of hits, and your opponent's going to be like, well, I got to use something that's going to hit them hard, or it's going to be a long, long match. Not to mention Infinity Watch eventually gets offense up and starts.
That's kind of like how last season Infinity Watch was drawing, Vulture,
Apocalypse, like weird stuff. Superior 6, because people were like, I need to deal with this quickly.
Yeah.
So then we're going to move this into 5, making it a Gamma hybrid. This is another place we could put Quicksilver, but we're just going to go with a 3-piece Gamma and then Captain America and Black Knight, moving them into 5, treating it much like a blank room. And then in 4, yeah, that's Benny, Pathfinder. Come join us on Voice. Nobody wants to join me on Voice at this hour. All y'all, I come in on Updog's lunch break, and he's fine to join us, but dinner, no, that's a line he won't cross. That's a bridge too far for Updog. You gonna get in here on Voice, Pathfinder? We need a room. We need a team for room 4.
Yes, I have lunch with you every day, Run, but you just
up,
don't realize it.
So yeah, guys, I've been waiting for this for weeks. Y'all gonna let me down now?
Yeah, that's right. I've been pushing Bareback day after day, week after week. I've been pushing Bareback. So, all right. Does anybody anywhere have a good team for room 4 that we could put in here? Something cool and clever and unique. Did anybody watch Bendables and a Thames video? Because I forgot what they put in 4.
Black Order Vulture.
Black Order Vulture? Lord Richter, I think we're keeping Cabal for offense. We need Ocho's got to keep. Coach Oso has to keep Vulture and well, maybe not Vulture, but the Cabal for offense.
Yeah.
I knew somebody was gonna say bareback jokes. I knew as soon as it came out of my mouth, Anti-Valor. I knew that was gonna happen. Nothing gets by you guys.
13 years in the military, I've heard it all.
Right? Yeah. Children everywhere. You only need 2 for Cabal.
Wait, is 4 the... Yeah, that's the villain room, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 4 is the villain room.
Black
So-
Order Vulture.
You like Black Order Vulture? How big's your Black Order?
The only 2 characters I've really got built up are Ebony Maw and Thanos. The rest are sitting at like gear tier 10.
All right, so I don't think the Black Order is going to be a great choice there.
That was the whole, I built my roster tall. I joined late 2021 into this game, right at the end of the Black Order meta of the arena, so I didn't really have time to build them.
Papa Woody says Superior 6 with Vulture in 4. I'm nervous about that one. Now, Vulture's going to go early and can probably wreck shop in 4 because of all the assists, and so your fancy counters like that Doom counter we were talking about earlier might get blown up by that. I don't really know the turn order with Vulture going in there, but we need to keep Superior 6 for offense. We gotta go lean but mean. How do we pull that off, team?
Well, if I remember, Vulture goes quicker when it's heroes on defense, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What if we did like you have any other Sinister Six characters built, like Mysterio?
I've got every Sinister Six character built.
Okay, so
Zero might tell you you're being, what was this beautiful word? Rash? Impulsive.
Impulsive.
Yeah, building Sinister Six in that order. Oh my
the
god.
only one that isn't
Girl.
was Swarm.
Honestly, you know what? A Sinister Six team in here wouldn't be too bad. Like the Sinister Six, not the Superior Six. I don't think that'd be too bad.
What do they call it in war now? The Trash Six or something
The
like
Trash
that?
Six, yeah.
throw in Lizard in there, put in Electro.
Big time Spider-Man ults early. Hey, do you have a big time Spider-Man? I always forget he exists because I didn't build him.
I have a 7 red big time Spider-Man.
Ooh. So he's gonna ult early without the room rules, right? Because this only affects the villains.
Yeah.
So he's gonna ult early. Does he have offense up? I don't. What does big time Spider-Man do?
Speed up. He has speed up on.
He has speed up on spawn, but not offense up. So unfortunately, you wouldn't get the assists. Or wait, if the rest of the characters have, I don't know.
No, but he's also going to flip every buff on the defensive side without safeguard.
Are you which room are you guys talking about? 3 or 4?
We're talking about room 4, which is
those-
villain characters' ultimate abilities cost 2 less, lower max health by 25%.
Yeah, the assist won't come into play.
Why am I talking about assists? I don't know why I'm talking about assists. That's not this room.
He only flips on primary.
He only flips on the primary. Room 3 is the assist room, I'm sorry. But no, I like the Superior 6 in here with their ultimate abilities costing less. I think Sinister 6 is our choice.
Like the non-superior Sinister
The Sinister 6, not the Superior 6.
I think you need Lizard though.
You're leaving out Mysterio summons on the field.
Oh, I want answers, Benny. I don't want people to tell me I'm wrong. I want people to go, yeah, run 7. That's the greatest ever.
What if you did Lizard? You put Mysterio on the superior team. You put Lizard on this team on defense
Okay.
with Vulture and I don't know Electro and
All the other
whoever else.
Sinisters.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
all of mine are gigantic.
Can we do that, Benny? Would that satisfy you if we left Mysterio on the Superior 6? Thanks, Rorix. I appreciate that.
I think who you sub into and out of Superior 6 on offense is very competent.
Yeah, it really matters where you're going, right? Vulture's important. Sometimes Slayer is important. Sometimes you want Lizard. But I don't have a better choice for room 4. Unless, what do we got for villains? Let me just go to my roster and I'm literally just going to my roster and filtering for villains right here, trying to generate some ideas for myself here. Weapon X is gonna be too slow outside of war. I'm not seeing anything. What about... No, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say Death Seed, but your Death Seed's probably not big enough, and then they could. No one's using Death Seed anywhere,
Yeah,
so they
my
just
Death
mirror it if
Seed
they
is-
had to.
Yeah, my Death Seed's only 1.8. I got
Good.
APOC and I stopped messing with them.
What about Darkhold? Trying to think. No, that's no good. We don't want Darkhold because they already open up with big abilities other than Doctor Strange, and we would just be reducing their health. How big's your Underworld team?
Non-existent.
Okay, scratch that. And I'm down into the chumps over here. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's going to have to be a Sinister 6 with Lizard.
Oh, and I'm okay until I figure out the comp that works. You know,
Right.
swapping in and out each week which Sinister Six characters are going to work best on offense for me, and then work best on defense for me. Because the smallest Sinister Six character I have is Swarm at 150k, but then the next smallest is Rhino at 300k. Everyone else is above that.
Okay. Lord Richter, we don't want to use Hive Mind on defense. We want to save them for offense. I don't mind putting Vulture in there, but the Hive Mind team itself is going to be used for offense for the raid room. It looks like they're a great offensive tool and not very good on defense.
And I've got a 3-diamond Vulture I could use too.
A 3-diamond Vulture? Okay. I think that's what we do. I think we're going to put Sinister 6 in 4. I just had a pen in my hand and now it's gone. Oh well. All right, so we're going to go Sin 6. Sinister 6, not Superior 6 with Lizard, however. Okay. Let's take it from the top and see what we can do here. So, slight placement adjustment on this room. We can drop spot for Quicksilver, but we have to make Forge a Raider, and I think we want to make Nightcrawler a Skirmisher. Is that correct?
No, Nightcrawler Raider. Right.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler a Raider, so he can't be ability blocked, and Forge a Raider also.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if we put Quicksilver in here, we want Quicksilver to be a Skirmisher.
And then they're having to choose who they want to try an ability block, but then they can't with the Raider thing on.
Right.
Right.
Okay. All right. I like that. We're going to make this a 5 pace and sit on it a while because everybody says that like it's a game of paper, rock, scissors. Whatever you put in here gets beat by something else, and it really doesn't matter too much. Unless you want to put Pegasus in here with Super Scroll. That apparently is pretty nasty, but we're trying to keep Super Scroll for offense, at least for this opening week. So that's what we're gonna say in the video anyway. All right, and in 3, we're going to replace this with Infinity Watch because we want something that's more of a sponge that people are going to absolutely hate using their Superior 6 or MOE on to defeat, but we'll probably need to use that to be efficient, whereas this can be beat with some of the stuff that's deeper into your roster, and you may not need to use one of those teams. And then in room 4, we're going to replace this with the Sinister 6 with Lizard. And we're replacing Mysterio out of that Sinister 6 using traditional ISOs for the team, placing Lizard in the corner. I don't think the rest of the placement matters too awfully much. Maybe Rhino. Is it going to matter if they're...
I'd put Rhino behind, well, maybe Rhino...
You'd want Rhino adjacent to 2 people, someplace, in case they use a Mag's ult on it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, he'll clear negative effects on his special anyway.
Right. I think make him adjacent to somebody, but we'll figure that out.
I put Vulture on the very end, on the opposite end of Lizard.
Okay. Vulture on one end, Lizard on the other, Rhino in the middle, and then fill it out with anybody but Mysterio. And then over here, we got rid of the Infinity Watch and moved them to room 3, and so we're moving this into 4, except we're thinking that we're going to replace Peggy and Doom and Dormammu with a 3-piece Gamma in the middle. If you don't want to use Quicksilver on room 1, you could replace Captain America with Quicksilver. All of this, remember, is going into room 5, treating it like a blank room. Dormammu's not a terrible choice in here, but we want to use Dormammu in room 6 with a Secret Defenders MLF Dorm, which is a very nasty team that you cannot use New Warriors on, and get rid of this Gamma. Does that all sound good? Did anybody have any problems with that? Are you okay using the Secret Defenders with MLF Dorm in 6? We never really talked to you about that.
I am okay with it. I just haven't had a lot of experience going after Secret Defenders without the mirror because my Secret Defenders has always been bigger and I've kept them on offense, so I have usually mirrored what they have with an Emma or something like that and wiped them pretty quick. So whatever the counter for that would be in 6 is something I'd like to know for, obviously, my own future offense reference.
Yeah, that's something we need to ask somebody about, because I don't know what beats the Secret Defenders when you add MLF and Dorm in there. I don't know what an efficient counter is for that, because I always
like
use New Warriors. Or, I mean, I always use New Warriors.
Like defense. I just want to know how to beat it.
Right.
Probably gonna have to be like a Superior 6 or a Cabal team or something.
I think so. I think it's gonna require something hefty. So that's what I like. All right. So SD MLF Dorm. We've got Black Knight Captain America possibly being replaced with Quicksilver if you want to, but then the 3-piece Gamma. Then over here, we're going to go with Sinister Six with Lizard on one end, Vulture on the other, Rhino in the middle. We're going to do Infinity Watch in 3, 5-piece Bifrost just to hold the room down for a day or two until we see where the dust settles on this raid nonsense. And then over here, we're going to change the ISO, the placement, maybe put in Quicksilver in place of Spot, because Spot's fun and all, but Quicksilver's quick and silver and something. All right, I'm going to grab my jacket. I'm going to jump out of the voice channel. OSO, did you want to say anything before I jump out of the voice channel?
I'm gonna just tell you now. I'm gonna put the Quicksilver in 1 for sure.
Okay.
But other than that,
nice.
Sounds good. You like these? You like my shorts? Yeah.
Women?
all right. Well, I'll hop back onto Twitch and keep watching.
All right, man. Thanks for sending in your pics, and I hope this works out for you really well. If it does, be sure to send me screenshots, and if it doesn't, lie to me and tell me it did anyway.